Sessions number 19 with Mr.
Dallas Moore.
Dallas Moore. And we are at Tumbleweed, which is awesome because it gives us a great opportunity to meet a lot of people that we probably wouldn't have the opportunity to, but we're all in the same place at the same time.
It's kind of like a little family reunion.
Yeah.
Because so much of many of us, we're all touring and working, and usually at other ends of the country. And at the same time, for these 3 days, you got everybody in one spot.
And you follow everybody on social media, and you always know what they're doing, and you feel like you're part of what they're doing, but you're not there.
I think there's so many people that just like me too. We're going to meet actually meet in person for the first time.
But you know them.
You know,
you feel like you know them.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're playing. He's playing the second stage this evening, which is Thursday. So were you Tumbleweed last year? No. Okay. So you said you drove in. You just got here.
Yeah, we drove 10 hours from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Wow. And then you're going back that way.
Yeah, as soon as our set's over, we got to drive back. We have some business to take care of early in the Cincinnati area tomorrow, and then we're playing a show in Cincinnati tomorrow night.
Awesome. So currently you're with Soul Records, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. So when did you kind of get on board with them?
Well, I've been friends with Brian DeBruler, who's president of Soul Records. He actually recorded my first album back in 1994, which was called My Heroes Have Always Been Cowboys. But Soul he just had a studio at that time, and eventually, then he started the label. Yeah. And I think it was, I'm trying to think of the year. It was whenever we did my Tales from a Road King album. Brian had mastered it, and the album was recorded with our friend Mr. Kenny Glidewell from the band Big in Iowa, and Kenny was killed in a motorcycle accident right when the album came out, and then that's when I got with Brian, and we were mutual friends of Kenny's, and then we ended up putting that album was the first album we put out on Soul.
Oh,
and
Soul Records.
On Soul Records,
That's
and then
cool.
we've done everything since then,
Oh.
And so it's got, and the new album, Mr. Honky Tonk.
Yeah.
I think that's our.
How many albums do you have now?
It's our fifth. I think I've got 13 or 14 total, and I think this is our fifth or sixth one for Soul.
So when did you start playing music?
I got my first guitar when I was 16.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you start playing out as soon as you got into that?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. I started writing songs and playing, the music that I loved, but I had never been into music at all, other than just listening to it and liking it, until then. But I got a guitar when I was 16, and I quit. I was big into sports. I played baseball and football and I boxed quite a bit, and I quit all that and just dove in. And I started playing the honky tonks on school nights and everything. Yeah. And I actually got a jazz and classical guitar scholarship to Kentucky University when I graduated, and I went and I'd be playing in a big band, jazz, band, and in the day, and then a honky tonk at night. Yeah. And I realized.
And then going to school.
And it was really like the music. I'm a big fan of Bob Wills, and the music that Bob Wills was making wasn't too awful far away from what Benny Goodman was. Yeah. It's just different instruments. So, it was a lot of similarities, and I liked I've always loved all kinds of music, but I'd be playing big band jazz every day, and original music, and Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson songs at night.
That gives you a lot of good experiences, though. That way you can kind of transition and bring some aspects of that back to the music that you love. Right. So when you said you started playing out when you were 16. When did you start songwriting?
Immediately.
Really?
Yeah, as soon as I knew a chord or two, Yeah. They were horrible songs. Yeah. but I just kept on writing.
So when's the first song that you wrote that you actually used for like a record or something?
I don't even. Well, I actually cut a 45 with my band that I was in high school, and so that technically would be that, I guess. And then I was in a band called Poison Whiskey, and I wrote all the songs on that, and that was probably in around 1989 or 90.
So what was the first band that you were in?
Poison Whiskey. Yeah, it was Poison Whiskey, and then Dallas Moore.
Dallas Moore. So when did you start, I guess, Dallas Moore band?
It would probably been like 91, 92.
Okay. So are all your albums you have out through Dallas Moore? Do you have some Poison? You said you have one?
The Poison Whiskey, it's long out of
Long
print.
gone?
Yeah, long I'm out of print. But there were a few songs that might have been a little ahead of my time. A couple songs were pretty good, and we brought them back out with a redone version.
Awesome.
We're pretty green,
yeah.
But we were just getting started. But you got to start somewhere,
yep,
right?
Exactly. So this year, when you're looking at kind of all the events that you're doing, I know Tumbleweed's a pretty big event. Are you playing any other large festivals or events like that?
Yeah, we are. We're playing Tailgates of Tall Boys with Cody Jinks, Whitey Morgan, and Ward Davis, and Colter Wall, and Craig Curtis.
I was going to say, I think Craig's going to be
that's coming up. We're playing the Harley Rendezvous next week in New York.
I haven't heard of that one.
And this is their 40th anniversary. It's in Pattersonville, New York, and this is our 10th time playing it, but our first time headlining.
Cool.
Last year we opened up for Charlie Daniels.
Wow.
And it's a really big festival.
Those are some big shoes to fill. You opened last year for Charlie, and now you're headlining.
Yeah. It was actually year 4 us. We play it every other year.
Okay.
And this will be our 10th year.
Wow.
And it's their 40th anniversary.
That's awesome.
And the time before that, over the years, we've opened up for like Blue Oyster Cult, Molly Hatchet, and they always have somebody good up there. But we got the main spot on Friday. It's a Friday and Saturday deal.
Awesome.
But it's a real big crowd. It's about 50,000 people that you're in front of. And it's always a good time and an honor to get to play it. But we got the good time slot this year.
So when you look at the songs that you've written, is there one that, I guess more recently, or just in all the songs you've written, that really you want to call your favorite, or that you...
they're kind of like all, it's like your kids.
Yes. So do you have anything in the works right now that you've been working on?
I'm Mr. Honky Tonk just came out on March 2nd, but I'm already writing all the material for its follow-up. I'm planning on starting to record in January, February, and have the next album released around this time next year.
Wow, you're on it.
Yeah. I got about 9 songs that are pretty strong, and I'm lucky to be surrounded by a lot of heroes, champions, and friends that are some of the greatest songwriters in the world. We're getting to do some shows occasionally with like Dean Dillon and Bill Joe Shaver.
Wow.
And then I've got so many great songwriters with my friends like Bobby Keel and just about everybody that's playing this festival.
You got a lot of ammunition for another album there.
Yeah, and then I write a lot of my own stuff as well. So
do you do a lot of co-writing?
I don't, but I'm always for it. I'm up for it. It's just the way I write is usually I've got a Harley Davidson Road King, and that's the only time I'm ever able to just be like alone. And when I'm out riding, the lyrics and melodies kind of pop in my head, and then I'll get back to find a guitar and write them down, and that's. And everybody does. It's songwriting process different for everybody. Knock something off there. Like my hat.
We'll leave that down there.
Like my
that's
hat
fine.
away from
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
I thought someone was busting it. I thought the law was busting it.
That's our ghost we have.
Hey,
It's the Bastard Brothers ghost.
All right.
I like it. We brought it all
I'm sorry if I messed that up.
No, we're fine.
But yeah, the songwriting process is different for everybody, but that's what works for me.
Yeah.
I have co-written a few songs. I co-wrote some with Billy Gant, who's a great hero of mine, and he's just a phenomenal writer.
Some of those songs are those on Mr. Honky Tonk, or those on the next one?
No, they were on older records. And I co-wrote one song that was back on the Blessed Be the Ballads album with my drummer, Rocky Brown. But other than
I think that's the album that really captivated me. I think I don't know if I was listening to Pandora one day and a song from that came across and I was like, oh, that's really good. And then when Mr. Honky Tonk came out, we pre-bought it and all that stuff and got it, and I really liked it.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, it's, we just keep churning them out and try to improve. I feel like with Mr. Honky Tonk, it was the best album I've ever kind of captured. I've always had trouble capturing, really what I'm, all about. Yeah. And Dean Miller produced this one. It was Roger Miller's son, and it was me and my guitarist of 22 years, Lucky Chuck Morpurgo, and kind of like a murderer's row of our heroes. Mickey Raphael on harmonica from Willie Nelson and Family, and J.T. Cornfuss on guitar, and Steve Henson on pedal steel, Michael Rhodes on bass, Eddie Bears on drums. It was kind of like a dream team. Yeah. And Dean produced, and I wrote all the songs on it except for one, which was called Somewhere Between Bridges, and it was written by my friends Bo Roberts and Taylor Creighton. So I'm always up for co-writing or doing somebody else's song. I'm not like, oh, I have to just do all my
yours.
In albums past, a lot of times I'll have something that I didn't write or or co-wrote or something. But so I'm always up for whatever it is, and then I just try to pick the songs that go the best together. But I think I'm off to a good start for where the album's gonna take off.
The next one.
Where Mr. Honk Tonk left off, this is gonna be, kind of take it to a different realm.
Different level.
That's what you try to do, is kick the can a little farther down the road every time.
Yeah. So in regard, you said, talked about your team and your band that you put together, and you called it, kind of your heroes. Is there one artist out there, or a few, that you really kind of got you into this scene, and that inspired you to become the songwriter that you are, or play the way that you do, or anything like that?
Well, I just mentioned Billy Gant. He was the first person that I ever seen, and back in then, I just got a guitar, and we snuck into this little honky tonk called Doty's Lounge, and that was back when everywhere you were a house band. Back in them days, you could play 5, 6, 7 nights a week, all year round, and you didn't tour like we do now. And now it's all one-nighters everywhere. Back then, you were a house band. That was the thing. And I walked in. We snuck in the bar. It wasn't old enough to be in, and there was Billy, and it was a school night. I remember. And he was one of the best entertainers and showmen. It was like a redneck James Brown. He was all them old stages back then had a bunkhouse rail up around them. And I remember walking in, and the place was packed on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. Billy stood on his head on that rail and did a shot of whiskey upside down, played a harmonica, did a backflip off the thing, got the girl on each arm, and went through the crowd with his microphone singing. And I was like, I want to be that guy when I grow up, and we became friends. And he never let them kick us out of the bar, even though we weren't supposed to be in there. And he always encouraged us. So he was really one of the first people. And then my mom, Major Lee, she played music. She was on the Midwestern Hayride back in the 1950s.
Wow.
And but then after we got into it, I guess my biggest influences would probably be definitely Willie Nelson, and David Allan Coe. We toured over the years. We toured quite a bit with David, and we used to tour quite a bit with Willie. Willie's guitar player, Jody Payne, who's been passed away for I think 5 going on 6 years now. He became my godfather.
Oh wow.
I was on a tour with Willie, and usually we'd always play in Kentucky or Southern Ohio with him, and I ended up on a bill at Fort Lewis in Tacoma, Washington, and we were sitting around eating before the show. We had it was on an army base, so you had all day, much time to kill, and you couldn't really go or do anything. So we was all in a room together and eating, and Willie had said, "Well, you're a long way from Kentucky, ain't you?" Yeah. And Jody said, "Where exactly are you from?" And I told him Norwood, Ohio. And his jaw dropped, and that's where he graduated high school from. Oh. He graduated high school 1 year ahead of my mother.
Really?
And I got back home after that run and told my mom about it. And she went running up the attic, and she grabbed this old dusty yearbook, and sure enough, it was her junior yearbook with Jody Senior. Yeah. He went straight in the Army, so he never got his yearbook. She said, "Are you playing any shows with them again?" I said, "I am." I said, "In 3 weeks I'm playing with Willie Nelson, Leon Russell, and the Amazing Rhythm Masons in Terre Haute, Indiana." Yeah. And she said, "Well, take it to him. I'm never going to need it." And I give it to him. And Jody said, "Well," he said, "Well, sure, one of the only cats I could call like my son and my brother." He says, "I guess that makes me your godfather."
There you
and
go.
That's what he was till the day he died, and still is. And the last thing he said to me was, we were playing our first shows up in New York City. And he said, "Told us to go up there and kick a bunch of New York ass, and he'd be with us every step of the way," and he still is.
There you go. Now you take him everywhere you go.
Yeah, he the last album that he made, he had retired from Willie because his health was in decline, and we recorded an album at historic Herzog Studios in Cincinnati called Hank the Think, and it was on the 61st anniversary when Hank Williams Sr. had recorded there, and we stood in the same spot 61 years to the day when Hank recorded there.
Wow.
And we did it in front of a live
But that
audience.
felt pretty special.
Yeah, and Jody came up to make the record with us, and my mom, that's where she had recorded in the 50s, the same place, and she joined us on I'm So Lonesome Under Cry, and me, her, and Jody all take a verse.
Is that on an album?
Yeah, Hank the Think, live at Herzog Studios.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna have to give that one a
listen.
listen.
It's on Spotify and Pandora and all that stuff. Yeah. Awesome. But it's called Hank the Think, live at historic Herzog Studios. A lot of words.
Awesome, yeah. I'll remember it though. I'll look it up.
But yeah, Jody, that's what special guest Jody Payne. They gave him like a key to the city that night and a musical appreciation.
Yeah.
It was really special, and that was the last recording he was on before it passed. So we'll always have that.
Well, yeah, and now you have a memory where it kind of all came together, all the pieces. So.
Yeah. So, and you know, Willie and his whole organization, just the way he treats people and everything, just I've always, you know, strived to do that myself and be like that. But I've been very blessed that over the years I've got to tour with, you know, most of my heroes. I've opened up for, you know, Merle Haggard and Waylon Jennings, George Jones, we toured with the Allman Brothers and Leonard Skinner and Marshall Tucker Band, you know, all of my main, you know, influences. Jimmy Martin is my favorite bluegrass artist. You know, and now we're still getting to, you know, pair up and do shows with a lot of people. I'm getting to do a lot of more like shows with like songwriters like Dean Dillon and Bill Shaver and Ray Wiley Hubbard, and we get to do that. Kiki Friedman, you know, stuff like that. I you know, I'm older now, of course, and you know, I just really I always did try to soak it in, but sometimes stuff's just moving so fast, you know. And now it's like I really just appreciate. I'm able to take in.
It's like as you get older, you just appreciate things better.
Where you're at and what you're witnessing, you know, and it's a true blessing, and it's always inspiring, you know. And, you know, keep
pushing them out.
That's it, man.
Keep writing the good songs.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for the interview. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us here.
I want to thank our sponsor, Bastard Brothers Brewing Company. We have the no label beer because this is their brand new stuff. Well, mine's a brand new one, and I think
yours is an orange one.
Yep.
You said mine's a light one.
The light one. So thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Hey y'all, this is Dallas Moore, and I'm here with our friends at Cold Beer Conversations, and I'm going to pick you a little tune off the Mr. Honky Tonk album. This was written by my great friends Bo Roberts and Taylor Craven, and we're going to go Somewhere Between Bridges. We're just somewhere between bridges, ones we burn, ones yet to cross. We're just somewhere between bridges, a million miles from being lost. Baby, we're just going through a little hard time. It ain't a lie, nothing new, but our love's much stronger than anything's ever tried to come between me and you. We're just somewhere between bridges, ones we burn, ones yet to cross. We're just somewhere between bridges, a million miles from being lost. If the water is deep and the river is wide, baby, we'll just swim to the other side. There's never been a mountain we couldn't climb. Baby, we'll do it one more time. We're just somewhere between bridges, ones we burn, ones yet to cross. We're just somewhere between bridges, a million miles from being lost. We're just somewhere between bridges.